go.
Hello, I'm back. Finally, and holy fuck, this lighting is bad. Anyways, there we go. Okay, fuck my lighting, I guess. But today, I'm going over the various training weapons I use. Now, are any of these actually useful? Some of them somewhat are, such as the one I'm moving now. None of these have basis to my knowledge. One of them technically do, but most of these come from mace spell exercises, such as this one. But the thing I'm using isn't exactly a mace spell. It is in design of a handle with a weight on the end, but how it's really used as both a weapon and a training tool is more of an Indian war mace, I believe they're called. Ow. But basically, all it is just a 1.25 kilo weight at the end of a stick. Now, the versatility of this one is if I want to train while more swinging heavier swords, which you wouldn't really do, I can choke up down on the handle and, you know, fucking, ow, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna need a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm fine. Probably. I'll get it checked out later. That's why having the important grip for the important. Okay, basically that's a really good reason. I don't know if you guys could see, but I just like hit the shit out of my like the muscle part of your Achilles off to the side a bit. But that's why holding training tools properly and not really having one that does them all is important, because this is mainly used for practicing my great swords and axes to some degree. It's not really made to be choked up on, because that's when you lose control. So it allows me to practice all of my big spinning moves while also maintaining the weight at the end that is more somewhat realistic to how much a sword would weigh. Not really, because it's only 1.25, but the point's there. And then again, with axes, having the tape up here gives me a point where you most likely would use an axe, especially one of this size. Now, onto my next one, which is this one. This one actually had another one. It was two of them, and I dual wielded them when I trained. But the other one's handle broke. This is just 3 layers of pallet wood put together to make a sword object, and I can still one-hand them just fine. That's fine. But basically, they were my predecessor to the Dragon Slayer. They allow for a more accurate training of great swords, of weight. It's more media accurate to how they depict great swords in a sense. Now, for the third kind I use, these two, as you may have seen, they are loosely based off Radahn swords from Elden Ring, except they're more like when we get them as the Tarnished, where they are fucking tiny. Like, what are we doing? This man had swords bigger than us, and they're the shortest great swords. What are we doing? But these, kind of like the Buster Sword, taught me to somewhat learn edge alignment, as due to how like thick they are. If I fuck up a swing, that just has to push to the air. instead of almost like cutting. Yes, these are unrealistic. Most of, if not all of my swords are. But I'm not, fighting battles in medieval England. They don't have to be realistic. And my final and probably best training weapons, well, tools, are, give me a moment, these ones. It's just the weapon itself, because I can use as many tools as I want, but they don't help me get familiar with this. Like the stick, sure, the stick with the weight teach me the big overhead strikes, but it doesn't teach me how to watch out for the cross guard, or how to half sword, or how to watch out for extended length. So if I want to train this, I'll just grab one and then just start swinging it. And this applies to literally all of them. Let's say, still sticking with the weight on the stick, let's say I want to, train with an axe. I'll just take this, especially with this one, because it teaches me not to choke up on that too close. It also teaches me to pivot if I want to choke up. And then giving me the big sweeping attacks. Now, is any of this effective in the modern day? No, of course not. And that's not the reason that people like me and the others train this. It's not meant for modern defense. It's meant to have fun, beat each other up with sticks. How fancy those sticks are just depends. And I think that'll do it for today. So, I'll catch you guys later.